It was the night the water rose all the way to the ceiling of our storehouse. All I could do was watch as the seeds I had gathered my whole life were swept away by the muddy current. The rushing water spared nothing. The sunflower seeds we had so carefully stored vanished without a trace. When the water finally receded, all that remained was a mud-caked, empty storehouse, and the groans of our starving fellow ants. Our black ant kingdom had always been a place of pride. We roamed the sugarcane forests and produced the most prized sugar in the land. But we had always lived with one deep and enduring shortage. Sunflowers would not grow well on our land. There simply was not enough sunlight. And so sunflower seeds had always been precious to us. It cost a full leaf just to get 5 seeds. Now, not a single seed remained. With our staple food gone, all the kingdom had left was sugar. But sugar alone could not solve this hunger. What followed the flood was a devastating famine. A tense, anxious energy spread through the entire kingdom. Hunger paralyzed reason. Our once peaceful society began to fracture. Over the scarcity of food, neighbors began to distrust one another. We have sugar in abundance, so why must we starve? Cries of despair broke out everywhere, but our land simply did not have enough sunlight. There was no way to grow new seeds on our own. When the conflict reached its peak, we finally understood. Self-sufficiency within our own borders had reached its limit. Taking advantage of the chaos, outside raiders appeared. They were bandits from beyond the forest. They set their sights on our last remaining asset, the sugarcane fields. Our sugar storehouses became targets as well. Weakened by hunger, we had no strength left to fight them off. The bandits seized our sugar without mercy. The very thing we made best had become the target that threatened our lives. We had to make a decision. Would we starve to death or be wiped out by the bandits? Or would we dare to cross into the Red Ant Kingdom, a land long considered forbidden? We carried what little sugar remained and crossed the border. It was a world utterly unlike our own. Under the blazing sun, sunflower trees stretched on endlessly. Sunflower seeds lined the roadsides in abundance. There, a single leaf could buy 10 seeds. That was twice the value we could get back home. But they had their own troubles. The sunlight was too intense for sugarcane to grow. It was a land where sugar was nearly impossible to come by. There, it took 2 leaves just to get a single sugar cube. What was ordinary to us was treasure to them. The seeds that were our lifeline were simply everyday abundance for them. It was in this difference of value that the first thread of trade became visible. We began to negotiate. We brought 1 sugar cube, worth 1 leaf back home. In the Red Ant Kingdom, that same cube was worth 2 leaves. With those 2 leaves, we could buy 20 seeds. Compared to the 5 seeds we once struggled to get for 1 leaf at home, that was 4 times as much. Trade was not simply an exchange of goods. It was a strategy to maximize our greatest strength, our ability to produce sugar. It was a way to fill our weakness, the lack of sunlight, with another kingdom's resources. We had lost everything to the flood, but through trade we rose again. Now, our kingdom no longer fears the bandits. We have grown strong again on the back of plentiful food. And through trade, we gained a steadfast partner in the Red Ant Kingdom. Why is trade necessary? It fills each other's gaps and lets everyone focus on what they do best. We survived, not because we were strong. We survived because we needed each other. Thank you. See you in the next story.